Hello and welcome, or welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the Daily Dharma. And to start us off here, I have a few cards coming out. The Merkaba was the first one out. Merkaba here talking about the energy or the field, the auric shield that encapsulates us. And it comes through immediately with a shifting perspective in the third eye. Today is Halloween, thus the outfit you see me in. So we also have some other cards here, lineage with the Hierophant, the child that has been dreamt forth into the environment, coming out with the chalice, priestess of activations, and forward motion, 3 of light codes. And it seems as though you have been the breath of something new and unprecedented in this time and space. And it comes through with a split in that deck between Deep Dive, 4 of portals, showing Whispers of the Universe, 6 of activations, and the Coral Reef, 3 of Earth Guardians. On that one. And the other part here, Collective Awakening with Evolving Light Codes in Meadow, Ace of Earth Guardians with Crystalline Staircase. Wow, 5 of portals. Some intense energy coming through with the portals and the light codes. And I wanted to point out too about 3i Atlas being right around us at this time and space. I think that there is no synchronicity. It's just happening as it's intended to. Over here we have Divine Feminine as the realm bridger with an overflow of the water resource here coming through. And this realm bridger in the Divine Feminine comes over the allowance card, and the allowance card at the very back has heart chakra unfurling back into love with radical expansion. Excellent. So we've got a radical expansion of the heart chakra that we're allowing to process, and we're overflowing with some emotional remnants as we're allowing this to come up and give new evidence about what it meant to be one with our mother essence, the matriarchal line that established us into this realm. And as those of us that have come to read our own personal stars here are awakening ourselves, equalizing the power of the tower under the deck there, it feels like we are really pushing other individuals to jump into the realms with both feet. And we've got the Holy Mountain coming out as well. And I have a few decks here, but I want to show you everything that's coming out in the pre-messages. We've got the Coyote and the Jaguar, Time Master, the Moon, and the Eye of Intentionality here, the Eye of the Needle here. And Jaguar wants to be shown here at the bottom coming out. And on the other side, we've got this empty well blocked by a wall. There's some obstacle in our way. And also this mindful energy being blocked from what we're seeing. It's blocking us. It's creating a wall between us and this need to replenish. So many of us have had to get back into some level of introspection and isolation here, getting back to a place where we can get back into the swing. Jaguar is coming out with the rainbow here, that parrot rainbow. That's beautiful. All right, let's get into it. So we have the knowledge card coming out as well. So there's something coming out about the ability that we have to tap into things, which was coming through in overnight actually as spleen energy. And spleen energy, I was seeing this as something that was coming through more in the human design element. And so the actual orientation of the organs associated with the various types of auric chakra association. Anyways, integrity and recognition coming through here. I feel like we're understanding, and divinity under the deck, we're understanding here something that we are, yeah, mediumship and vibrational. We're understanding something about the feminine here and how we have been the perfect conduit in this moment to be this forward momentum here. Oh yes, and the microcosm behind the forward momentum. That's beautiful. Under this baby card, we've got this microcosm. That's beautiful. So it's also got the storm here. So it's like there's this perfect storm that predates our history, her story, whatever your myth may be. And it's coming through with the ability that we have to read the signs and synchronicities and to listen to the way that the body reads. And so many of us will have a very powerful aspect, possibly in Taurus or Virgo or Scorpio. Violet flame. That was a different sound I just heard. Manifest in violet flame with frequency shift under the deck here. Exactly. There's this shift in the auric shield here going on because of the ability of the spleen to do its thing. So how it was coming through was the auric shield is a manifestation of everything that we have perceived going on around us at all times and always. And so it's the shield or the wall in the way of us being able to fill the well appropriately to make it through this possibility and this portal of intentionality. One moment here. So you are offering up some frequency shift for yourself here in and amongst other individuals in the circumstance with you. I'm going to put those back in and we're going to get a full shuffle on this archetypal deck here and find out what it is coming through for you at this time. Well, we'll take these. I saw the Mystic coming out and it's a little pile. 21, the Mystic, is a full circle sight pattern, the moth energy. Recollection, I'm hearing. Recollection with what? The medallion here, a coin, aspiration, the dream. The Mystic has a dream. So she's been dreamt into form. He, she, them, you have been dreamt into form through the overflow of the divine feminine. Oh yes, and look at how she's channeling the large into the small that's within her grasp here. Her ability to channel this in, there it is, in her hand here is that snake energy We've got the snake energy all this year in 2025. And it comes through with the Bardo. Very interesting. Under the deck, we have the Orphan, the Box, the Shadow, the Eternal Child, and the Comic, and Thanatos, and the Mountain. Exactly, because the Mountain had come out earlier from this deck, and that's what I wanted to say too, because we have the Mountain out here. And so we're talking here about the ability that we have to translate something that seems to have forgotten us along the way. And we're picking that up and shifting it into something more interesting. So we've got, it's muchness here. The Ace of Hearts and the Ace of Wands are coming forward together. The Akashic field of the Ace of Forces is that interface between the Merkaba field that is your beingness in this time, and it holds the space, the keyhole that is here on the wall behind the group think mentality. And it's the ability that one moment, Maisie, no. All right, so under the deck, I also peeked the treasure here, 2 of keys. So that's interesting. The aces give way to this tossed up treasure that's all amassed all around this individual, but it's in disarray. So I don't know if this is your own belongings just haphazardly put away and not tended to well enough, but it's coming through with the need to understand what is between us and to set the course. And so back again to this spleen energy that I have not told you about yet, the Lookout. I love it when these two come out together. Look at this. It's like the energy of the spleen is the energy that takes what we eat through the stomach and processes it into both nourishment and awakening and application of all of this energy. What do we hold? What do we cling to? What do we believe in? And what do we hold steady to? Or, you know, every time that we eat, what are we eating into our bodies? Is it something holistic and very realistic to gather all of that information into the body? Or is it junk food? Or is it another type of indulgence or poison or something other than that? So the spleen energy takes that energy that we've taken in and it goes down, and then we're taking that back up and applying it into our own steps to the world. And so this Ace of Forces and this commitment is, how bad do you want it? Are you going to just listen to everybody tell you, oh, it's right around the corner, and just look out for it there from that vantage point? Or are you going to set your course and navigate your way towards it? And so the mystic is the one who is able to step through the views of the ego here to apply this into real foundational change and awareness. And so the Queen, the Medallion, and the Bardo here, we're also getting 8 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Wands with the Emperor. So there's some kind of struggle mentality here between the Emperor and the Hierophant, the one who struggles for doing and gaining some type of recognition or ego validation from the society, or the Hierophant that is letting the spiritual aspects lead the way. And I feel like with the medallion and the mystic, it's like you have some ideas here about how to put the struggle back into proper order with the Temperance. Yeah, so it's time to shed some light where there has been a lack of courage to perhaps believe in love or to lead with love. Yes, exactly. So let's see. Any last messages for our viewers at this time? Somebody was trying to get a reaction from you. They had some low vibe entities or demonic attachments, perhaps. Oh, and then it says, welcome to the Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. And so below this, trying to get a reaction, we've got, it's just a little crush. Not like I faint every time we touch, with Dragon Spirit. So you've got a real overwhelming spirit to someone. There's a telepathic chemistry, a call and an answer that somebody is hearing, but they're restraining themselves, holding back from overextending, feeling a need to reevaluate or withdrawal in the situation from. Yes, okay, so it seems like with this layout here, it's just a little crush. They're watching and holding back some way because they don't want to be too much. Yeah, mismatch energy comes out. Difficult personal situation interferes in their life. Oh, it could be some people are gossiping because you magnetize opportunity and friendship and joy with your coloring outside of the lines. And I didn't see mismatch is also covering up over open and objective mind, able to pivot on a dime with new information as it presents. So anything last minute here? So yeah, there's some type of energy here also about this Hierophant card, center stage, all eyes on you. You've been dreamt into this realm to capture so much of this bloom energy coming through. And I feel like with this orphan energy, you were, yes, okay, below that is, we've got the venom coming out under the orphan, or yeah, the orphan to the venom. So it's like you felt, yeah, okay. Yeah, felt out of mystical awareness with your tribe from the beginning. Suspended animation, surreal, frame by frame revision. So it may be time to re-envision how you're processing what you're eating and how you're holding on to different aspects of things or putting things back where they belong in your life. Because you were dreamt here on purpose, but the minds that conceived you didn't know exactly what it was that they were doing. Yeah, because they had some repressed energies. Because there was somebody, you might have some alcoholism in your family lines. Their fear fuels your faith. Yeah, you make them want to be better. And anything else? Intellectual superiority complex, eclectic vibes, yeah, I'd say. And then retreat, withdrawal, testing the waters before making their move because they haven't felt worthy. They're playing small, but your hips don't lie. Shake it, don't break it. Momentum, drive, motive, speed, acceleration here because your point of realization here has been creating this cycle and momentum that is, it's being overcome because somebody, yeah, you make it look easy and somebody can't outshine you here. They've been competing with you because they're envious, because you keep shining despite your any setbacks. So just keep swimming. Ooh, witchy woman. So, all right. Happy Halloween, everybody, and take care of yourselves, everybody.